Doing in 1950, Hank Snow was number one with I'm Moving On. Stayed there for 21 weeks. Love that tune. There's a big A-wheeler running down the line.
I knew it.
True loving woman ain't a coming home. Well, I can't even remember the words, but I'm moving on. We always get to chorus. But anyway, got Jim Richter in here. Cooking with Gas. New single out.
New single out. It's on Spotify. I'm a happy man today.
Yeah.
Got a new piece of music out
And he
there.
gave us one and he didn't sign it. Dadgummit. That's the way it is, ain't it?
Well, you got to pay to get it signed.
Woo. 1987, Dolly Parton, a television variety show hosted by Dolly Parton, aired. Wonder why that didn't make it.
I don't know.
It didn't last long, did it?
What year was that?
1987.
Well,
What?
you had Michael Jackson back then. And
Oh, that's what it was. Michael Jackson's more important than.
I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah. Come on. And then on her famous birthday, where'd Mike Z go? He was here just a second ago.
Well, I got a couple of birthdays, a few birthdays.
I know.
for
Here's
you.
your favorite one, Lil Wayne. That's that's who you tailor your music after, Lil Wayne.
Right.
Lil
sure.
Wayne.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yes.
Her birthday.
Didn't she do some singing too? Didn't she do a movie with some songs or something?
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I think she did some kind of something. She was in some kind of movie, I think, with Jeff Bridges.
She's been in a few movies.
Wasn't she in one with Jeff Bridges though, or something?
I have no idea.
I think.
Well, here's some more up your alley. Randy Bachman of Bachman Turner.
I do like Randy.
I like him too.
Yeah,
I like
we've
that
had him
man.
on the show, and I don't know if y'all remember he been talking when he was on the show. He was talking about his guitar that got stolen, which was
I heard about that.
a '56, I think, Gretsch. He actually found it from a Chinese guy had it. I know a Japanese guy had it in Japan, and the guy contacted him, and so he bought another Gretsch, and he flew over there not long ago and exchanged guitars with the guy.
And got his old one back.
Got his old one back, but yeah, he's pretty excited about that. But that was a really neat story, and then to find out that he actually found it. I mean, what's the chance of finding a guitar that was stolen 25, 30 years ago?
It's happened a couple times before. I think there's some other rock stars who have located a guitar years later. Here's another birthday from today, although he's no longer with us. Meatloaf.
Late great Meatloaf.
The late, great Meatloaf.
I love him. You know, they shot that movie up here. What was it called? Black Dog with Patrick Swayze, and he was all involved in that and all that. They shot that over on Unicorn Mountain. But I like Meatloaf. He had a couple. Of course, I never got that one song he did. But I won't do that. I think it was called. But I won't.
And that was one of his biggest songs.
But what is that? What would he not do? I don't ever understood in the song what he wouldn't do. What you would not do. Then he had
Turn down potted meat.
That's what it is. I won't do that. Then they had that other song, "The Objects in the Rearview Mirror Are Closer Than They May Seem."
May appear.
Appear or something like that.
Yeah.
But you know I guess I can say that the "Bat Out of Hell" album, that was to me the best.
It's one of the biggest selling, maybe the biggest selling album of all time. Unbelievable.
Golly, that was a great album, no doubt. But,
Well, now here's another historical birthday for you. Samuel Adams, one of the founding fathers. Of course, Stephen knows him mostly. He thinks he's just, that's just that brewery guy.
that's
for
what I
that
thought.
beer.
He did the.
Exactly. He did
That's
the
what
beer.
Packy told me. Yeah, Packy said he's the beer guy, and he don't sing, so.
So forget about him.
Shep Rose, he's a reality star. He looks familiar, man. Shep Rose. I don't know who that is. Reality star? I just hit his, let's see if it'll bring something up about him. Restaurant owner, reality star known for his life appearing on Southern Charms on the Bravo series Southern Charm. I don't even know what that is. Do you know?
Never watched it. Of course, I don't watch a lot of that stuff.
He studied at both the University of Georgia and Vanderbilt University. I don't know. I don't know him. But anyway, what are you going to do? Here he comes. There comes Mike Z. We miss
thank
Mike Z.
goodness.
Mike Z is in the room. He just, bless his heart, y'all. Y'all need to really say a prayer for Mike Z because he has to work with the little bald-headed guy in here in the mornings all by himself. How do you do it, Mike? How do you do that? I mean, I know
Immense patience. Look at him.
he comes
Right.
he comes out all sad, and he's like, "What did he just say?" And everybody's like, "We don't know what he said."
Well, he's usually happy by the time he's coming off this show. Maybe because he's coming off the show, but
Is that not the longest 15 minutes of your life?
You just got me all speechless here.
Yeah.
I'm just all speechless.
Gee, how was your day off yesterday?
I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
About the only thing I didn't get done was I didn't get my chimney cleaned, but we'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah. There you go. Hey, today's
I forgot
chocolate.
to tell you, I'm taking tomorrow off too, right? No, just joking.
Okay. National Chocolate Milk Day. Chocolate milk.
I had
From
no idea.
It is. I love chocolate milk. When you was a kid, you'd go
Oh,
through
yeah.
and get
Oh, yeah.
chocolate milk. Sometimes you get 2 chocolate milks.
Sometimes they'd be out of chocolate milk and you'd drink that 2% white milk.
No, I wouldn't
Ugh.
ever do that.
So, Stephen, back in those days in Hiawassee, I mean, in the cafeteria, if you had to get the second one, you just beat up one of the other kids.
No,
and get it?
man. I'm telling you, man, we had it made back when we went to school. We had them gals in there cooking, and they cooked like they were
Them
at home.
gals.
Yeah,
We had them gals in there cooking.
Yeah.
Let's keep
Sherry.
talking right now.
Let me tell
Hey,
you something.
hey, Sherry, is that what them gals are put on the earth to do?
Apparently, to keep you nice and
I
fat.
say what you want to. They put fat back in the green beans. That's why.
You're talking about fat back there.
Yeah,
The
man.
fat is
I'm just
back.
talking about fat.
We had our school cafeteria ladies, man. I'll guarantee you that was the best part of the whole day.
And
Hey,
they
I
kept
will-
us healthy. We
I
had
will say
greens every day.
the school lunches now stand no comparison to the lunches. I feel sorry for these kids.
yeah, they don't know how good we had it. Biscuits, man, I'm telling you, they made them cat head biscuits, not them little old bitty store-bought kind you unwrap in a can. That's the kind you eat, ain't it, Pack?
Ugh.
It was
Popping fresh.
Yeah, popping fresh.
how many plops you want?
Yeah. National Crush a Can Day. I seen people do that on their forehead. I think, man, you're talented. I mean, you're a talented dude when you can crush a can on your
You
forehead.
know, a can crusher, that's probably a kind of a sad job to have. You know why?
Why?
Because it's soda pressing.
We've already started.
Oh, boy.
Hey, National Day of Forgiveness. There you go.
We'll do it
I
tomorrow.
forgive you, Packy.
Thanks, man.
I forgive you for making my life miserable. I forgive you, man. I love you, man.
Oh,
National Scarf Day.
where's your scarf, Stephen?
I got a coat on today. It's 41 degrees out there, man.
It is
No
chilly.
kidding.
Of course, we're talking scarfing with Stephen. He likes to scarf down that food, doesn't he, Sherry?
Amen
He
to that,
does.
brother. That's why I'm so
does.
healthy. Healthy.
Healthy. He said healthy.
I'm big
Healthy.
healthy.
He said healthy.
Healthy.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Better holler at somebody that knows you.
I know, my lord.
No, okay, I'm just making sure. Oh, well, what are you going to do? I guess we need to get to break. Hope everybody's doing good. We're glad Mike's back in here. We got Jim Richter, which is my lawyer.
Oh, you're in trouble.
You need to quit probably doing that to Jim.
You're in trouble.
You're gonna have Jim in trouble.
Yeah. What are you going to do? We're on the retainer.
Young-
I owe him $40 and he won't leave me alone.
Stand in line, Jim, because he's owed me more than that for a while.
Oh, that's all
Stand
right.
in line.
You're out of luck, Sherry.
Jeez, buddy. Anyway.
I'm younger and faster than you.
That would be true. But you're still out of luck.
No, we're both out of luck.
Oh, okay.
Considering who we're dealing with.
Oh,
Hey, we want to thank Young Harris Water Sports. Go to YHWatersports.com and check out their full inventory. They are loaded with the area's largest selection of wakeboards, wake surfers, water skis, tubes, kayaks, you name it. If it has to do with the water, they got it. Give them a call at 706-896-0834.
And now with more news for Western North Carolina and North Georgia, I'm Jeff Batten.
I believe the exact words was, it was a pretty box, so she took it.
And inside that pretty box was a rare baseball card worth 6 figures that 3 Blairsville associates attempted to steal last week. That's according to Blairsville Police Chief Michael Baxter, who says the trio faces felony charges after a vintage 1915 Babe Ruth baseball card was pilfered at the Blairsville package ship in an inside job. Tyler Meeks and Abigail Owens, both teenagers, were store employees when they allegedly intercepted a package that was intended for the baseball card's owner in Pennsylvania. Baxter adds that 24-year-old Cassie Cooper of Blairsville listed it for sale on eBay before good police work discovered the alleged theft and recovered the card. Baxter says he suspects there have been other thefts at the Blairsville shipping outlet.
I would ask the public if they shipped something in the last month from that location and it didn't make its destination, we're asking them to call us and report it.
The estimated value of the Bambinos baseball card is nearly $100,000, and it's the only one that still exists. And incredibly, Baxter says it was only insured for $500 at the pack and ship. Meanwhile, the shop is now reportedly for sale, though Baxter is quick to say his force doesn't run into shipping capers very often.
I think most of the time, most of these businesses are pretty trustworthy. But this one they had some issues with employees, and that can happen anywhere.
Cherokee County Sheriff Derek Palmer is on the mend after having a growth removed from the roof of his mouth recently. He posted the news on his personal Facebook page. Chief Deputy Chris Wood reports the pathology report is expected closer to the end of the week and that Palmer will make a slow return to work over the next month. He's wrapping up his second term as sheriff and did not seek re-election for a third term. And Wood also tells WJRB that the 4 officers who were placed on leave after a September the 10th officer-involved shooting left a Murphy man dead have returned to desk duty. Wood declines to release their names, and he says he expects that the 4 officers will return to full-time duty soon as the Cherokee County Sheriff's investigation comes to a close. A State Bureau of Investigation determination is likely still months away from completion. Please download the free WJRB app for Pat Malone and Harry Bond. I'm Jeff Patton.
Nothing shines brighter under the Friday night lights than a brand new Ford, and no better place to buy than Jackie Jones Ford in Hayesville. Take advantage of models in stock and on the lot at Jackie Jones Ford in Hayesville. From the moment you walk into the showroom, you'll know our commitment to customer service is second to none. Jackie Jones Ford of Hayesville, 1493 Highway 64 West, 828-389-6325, and online at jjfordhayesville.com.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an Auto Owners Insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock.
Now you can find Mounted Insurance in Murphy, a division of More Insurance, just past the Arby's on Highway 64 West. See Velda Cook Dockery and Emily McKeon for a fast and accurate quote.
The Oaks Lakeside Kitchen invites you back to experience the warm Georgia welcome you've been missing and to taste your way through the locally crafted menu by Chef George. Relax around the dinner table with your friends and family with a curated cocktail at the Oaks Lakeside Kitchen. On the shores of Lake Chattooga, the Oaks Lakeside Kitchen welcomes you back. Reservations available at opentable.com. Dinner Friday through Tuesday, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Oaks Lakeside Kitchen.
The Brotherly Love Tour with John Michael Montgomery and Eddie Montgomery of Montgomery Gentry. August 19th, 2023. Country Music Hall of Fame inductees John Michael Montgomery and Eddie Montgomery of Montgomery Gentry live at the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, Hiawassee. Tickets on sale now at GeorgiaMountainFairgrounds.com or call 706-896-4191. That's 706-896-4191.
There's one in every crowd, brings the party in the South. Life's a dance, you learn as you go. Sometimes you lead, sometimes
Over 20 million combined records sold.
Graduating college. That was Mama's dream.
The Montgomery Brothers, sharing the stage and touring together for the first time ever. August 19th, 2023, at the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, Hiawassee.
Chris here from Loaded Cow. I have always been a fan of ice cream, especially home churned ice cream. Our fans say our ice cream is delicious. It's fresh, creamy, and loaded with flavor. Some even say it's the best they've ever had. Home churned ice cream is the best. I personally guarantee that all of our ice cream is utterly loaded with flavor. Loaded Cow on Georgia 17 between Mary's Southern Grill and the Heavenly Bake Shop.
The Morning Dish.
The Tuesday Morning Dish is powered by Young Harris Water Sports. You want to deal with people who love boats? You've come to the right place. From a new covered storage facility to boat consignment services, it's all in one place with Young Harris Water Sports.
All righty, we're back with you. Hope everybody's doing good. You know, I'm a big Impractical Joker guy. I love that show, Impractical Jokers. That's just the funniest thing, where these guys make the other guys do stuff and they film it, you know, and it's just so much fun to watch. But
sounds like Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but they don't kill each other, you know. They just go up and do stupid stuff. But I got freaked out the other day because it's James Murray, man. He was on this talk show and he said that he had an announcement to make, and he come out of the closet as gay. And man, I'll tell you what a relief, because I thought he was going to come out of the closet as a Democrat. But I mean, you know, that was close. I'm not kidding you. I was freaking out there for a minute, but he's just gay. That's okay. As long as he's not a Democrat, I'm cool with that.
I don't guess I've ever seen this.
Oh, you got to watch them Practical Jokers, man. They are a hoot. Yeah, they are a hoot. But you never watched that? You're too busy watching Star Trek. I know
I'm
that
busy
is.
living a life. I don't have time for TV like you do.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't. I just sit around and watch TV all the time. Drink coffee, eat my potted meat.
Fall asleep in your chair.
Fall asleep in my chair. Yep. All right, we got this hurricane, man. It hit Cuba. It's coming on in.
It's going to hit Florida today, I believe. It's there. Is it still a Cat 4?
Category 3, it says right now.
3?
They're expecting it's going to be a 4.
What is okay, now what is that?
The category, the level.
I know that, but what is the speed of the winds?
4 is bad. I think it was like 150, 165, something like that.
What, before it hits land?
Yeah.
So it's category 4 at 100.
I'll look it up for you.
Look it up.
We'll look it up.
Hurricane
So
strength
3
maximum is 125 miles an hour right now, they say.
A 3 is considered major, 111 to 129 miles an hour. 4 is 130 to 156.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's enough to get the state patrol after you.
Which is bad.
And I'm telling you, it's going to be somebody down there saying, I ain't leaving. I'm staying right here.
Oh, yeah.
I got my plywood, and I ain't going nowhere.
My wife had
beer. Have a hurricane party.
That's how my family that lives down there. That's how they are.
Of
man.
course.
There you
they
go.
are.
But they're, I mean, like where they're at is like, you know, Charlotte County and all that little area, which is like right where it's heading.
Right.
But
So
they're like firemen and nurses and, you know, cops and all that stuff, so they got to all stay. I mean,
So yeah, okay. Not me. I'll be like, okay.
Well,
I didn't read this in my contract when I signed up.
When they say mandatory evacuation, they can't actually make you evacuate.
we got some people commenting on our TikTok.
Oh,
Yeah.
my Lord. We made 8 cents the other day
MZ
on
Famous
TikTok.
says anything above a 2 is bad, and
Yeah.
MZ Famous also says 5 is the worst. Michael was a 5.
Wow. I know one thing, man. You know, us rednecks up here, I don't understand that. We hear a train coming in our backyard, and we live up here in the mountains. We're like, dang, I hear a train in the backyard, you know. That's a tornado. And, you know, that's kind of a way.
Sometimes that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Not always.
But down there, they give you a, you know, a heads up. Hey, look, there's going to be a
Yeah,
hurricane come through.
Days.
Y'all need to get out of here.
We had one come right by. It was basically in my backyard. Went through my brother's yard, messed everything up, and
But-
I slept right through it.
But the point,
Well,
no,
a
a tornado. But
Oh.
the point is with a tornado, if you're lucky, you have 12 minutes-ish of warning. If you're lucky and you have a good warning system where you live. Hurricane, it's days.
I'm going to leave, man.
Days.
Unless you've got a Tesla, and then you better be leaving about a week in advance.
Wouldn't that be terrible to have a Tesla and pull out and the battery dead?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
like,
well,
you
I
can't
just
just
gotta
jump it
stop
off.
You got to
I
stop 3
just gotta
times on the way out of the
stop
state
here.
and charge.
Yeah, you know, you got your Tesla, and then, oh, well, gee, I need to just stop here at a charging station for 45 minutes
Yeah.
to be able to.
See, that's
another
why I
100
think they ought to
miles.
come up with, like, you know how you
With-
have the charging blocks that you can recharge your phone and everything? Why hasn't somebody invented something like that you can put in the trunk of your Tesla?
Well, they do. It's called a gas generator.
I got a buddy of mine, no kidding. He's got a Tesla. He put a trailer hitch on it. He's got a big gas generator, got a plug that goes
Yeah.
in it, and cranks that thing up, and he just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes.
I guess that turns it into a hybrid.
Well, you drive hybrids, don't you? Because they burn.
just saying, why
they
couldn't
burn
you-
oil and gas.
Yeah, they do both.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's true.
How do you jump off electric car, though? You know, like my car, the battery dead. I just jump it right off, and I'm gone. You know? But these,
I'd be afraid to touch it.
He's the quickest man you ever saw with a set of jumper cables.
I
too.
do
It's
it.
like he ought to be in NASCAR pit. He can jump that thing off.
well, when you drive junk like I do. Yeah.
Can you hot wire pretty quick, too?
I don't understand. And then plywood.
Probably.
What's the deal with plywood? Everybody, when the hurricane comes, they all go buy plywood.
That's for the windows.
Trying to-
You know, somehow that's going to prevent the windows
I'm
from
safe
shattering.
now. I got my plywood. Bring it on. I ain't scared.
Plywood and a screw gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. This is crazy. I hope everybody's all right, but they said it went through Cuba. I hadn't heard anything about that. Everybody all right in Cuba?
Probably
I don't
not.
know. I know.
Well, now what's going on
Probably
in Cuba?
not.
Can we go to Cuba now? You know, and the reason I'm asking because they got all them cars from back in the 50s, you know.
You'd like to get some deals on that.
I'd like to go
wouldn't you?
get some auto
Yeah,
parts.
Exactly.
And it ain't that far. You know, them Cuban people, man, I'm on. You got to hand it to them because, I mean, anybody that can swim across the channel in a 67 Chevy Impala dude, them guys are rocket scientists. I'm no doubt. But that actually happened, did they not?
When we were in the Keys, we were out, probably 4 or 5 miles off the shore, and we found a boat that was a homemade boat with sheets for the sails and trees that were carved out. It was a boat from
they
refugees
actually
coming
floated.
over here.
I'm not kidding you. I think they said a 67 or 60, whatever. Might have been in the 50s because they ain't had cars in years. But anyway, they set that thing up on a boat and made the wheels paddle. And really brought that thing across. Now, and them guys have kept them old cars running over there for years. They ain't got no parts or nothing. And so I don't know if any of y'all illegal Cubans are out there that's moved over here. Holler at me. I need a mechanic.
Wait a second, Stephen. I'm offended because there's no such thing as an illegal alien anymore.
No, I'm talking about Cubans.
No, I mean anything. They're all going to be voters, right?
Well, except up in Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah.
Not in Martha's Vineyard.
Hey, I'm looking at this hurricane. This is serious. This is a bad one.
Yeah.
This is bad.
Sometimes they make it all the way up here.
Yeah,
we're gonna get
Opal made it up here.
I think we got like 80% chance of rain this weekend on Saturdays,
Yeah.
80, 85, which is unfortunate because the Folk Schools Fall Festival is this weekend. So hoping it doesn't destroy.
Hey, I got the Mexican word of the day.
Oh, no.
DeSantis. We tried to go to Martha's Vineyard, but they DeSantis us away.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I love it. They DeSantis us away.
Goodness.
What?
Did you just make that up, or did you
No,
find it?
I got that.
Somebody sent him that.
Yeah, Jim. I mean,
Thanks.
not Jim, but
Thanks. Whoever
I
sent
think
that.
Gary Chapman sent me that.
Thanks, Gary.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. If it's not bad enough around here already.
Oh, Lord. Oh, well, that is so much fun. What are you going to do? But, yeah, I hope these are all right down there. But then after this thing's over with, they'll have all the people go down and try. I don't know. I don't know how bad it's going to be, but it's coming in. Where is it coming in at in Florida?
I think it's coming
It's
right
supposed
up.
to hit right at Tampa.
Yeah.
Is it going to
right
hit Tampa?
in over Tampa? Yeah.
You know,
And they're saying it's going to cross the state and pop back out over like Daytona.
oh, Lord, I hope it don't mess up the racetrack.
Hope not.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what you're concerned about.
Yeah, of course it is. That's what I was just thinking.
We better go get some plywood and help the race.
Yeah, just put some plywood down there on the oval.
Yeah, we don't mess up that. Yeah, we don't mess up that at all. But now, is your folks down there? I mean, if they're Tampa, they're probably all right because yours are way down there.
No, they're like Charlotte County, that's where it's going to go, right up the, that West Coast, just kind of right up the West Coast right there, which is, Charlotte County, Punta Gorda.
Yeah, my mother-in-law's in Tampa. Got folks in Tampa.
Really?
They just hunker down.
A lot of them do. They just have parties. That's how they've always been.
Really?
I've never known them to.
She's
to
93,
leave,
and she'll be having her own hurricane party, I reckon.
Get drunk and pass out and let the
My
hurricane
wife's
just pass
cousin-
on by.
I guess.
My wife has a cousin who's a native of New Orleans, and back in the day, they used to go out. They'd find a place right out there on the beach somewhere, and they'd have a hurricane party.
Really?
No.
That just don't sound like no fun to me.
No.
It sounds crazy to me.
I mean, it's bad enough when you have a party and the cops show up, but when you're having a party and a hurricane comes through, I just think that'd be a whole
And
lot worse.
again, you've known for days this thing is coming at you. You've known.
Yep.
It's not
I
like
ain't
it just
going.
popped up.
Yeah, I don't know, but you know how it is when you're sitting at the house and you have some of your kin folks call up and say, "Hey, we're going on vacation. We're an hour away from your house. We'll be there in a little while. We thought we'd come stay for a week." That's the way Packy goes on vacation. You know?
Well, it's free.
He's the guy that calls him up. Oh, Packy's coming
We've
back.
always laughed about that because that side of my family, they're so cool. You could just go down there and let's just see. You just show up and just live there and just see how long it takes until they finally say,
Are you going home?
So, what's your plans?
That is true, y'all. I'm not kidding you. When Packy goes on vacation, he goes to his kin folks' house.
That's the only reason he goes to Florida,
Well,
because he doesn't have any relatives anywhere
It's the
else.
best kind of family, man. Family with boats.
That side is, but
and beer.
your side ain't because you're the one that shows up and uses all the stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Stephen, think for a minute, though. How do you think at such a young age Packy has built up such an impressive net worth? I mean,
Oh, I know
obviously-
exactly. He invested in Dogecoin. I did too. Packy's stock tip of the day, man. I guarantee it'll cost you money in the end. So just hang in there with that.
Have you ever seen that website?
Anyway, I guess we need to probably jump to a quick break right quick and thank all of our sponsors out there.
And who are they today, Stephen? Do you know
Today
what
is
today
Tuesday.
is?
Young Harris Water Sports.
Very good.
Dang right, I'm
and
on
they're
it.
not only Young Harris Water Sports, they're Young Harris Water Sports and RV. They now offer RVs from Forest River with Salem travel trailers, fifth wheelers, toy haulers, park models, and so much more to choose from. They also carry a full range of RV parts. So go check them out at whiteshwatersports.com. Call them at 706-896-0834.
Young Harris Water Sports and RV now offering the Supreme Surf Boat Line, along with Hurricane Deck Boats, Godfrey Pontoons, Monterey, Chaparral, Bayliner Bow Riders, Low Pontoons, along with both Yamaha and Sea-Doo PWCs and more. Young Harris Water Sports and RV has the area's largest service center, parts and accessory selection, so there's no need to leave the mountains. Young Harris Water Sports and RV at 3676 Highway 76. Online at yhmarineandrv.com.
Let's go! Why suffer from wounds that won't heal due to diabetes, injury, surgery, or other causes? The new Wound Care Center at Erlanger Western Carolina Hospital helps difficult wounds heal, and it's right here in Murphy. Call 828-837-7166.
The folks at Cherokee Septic know a lot about cleaning the tank that's under your yard, but they know just as much about what's above ground. Call Cherokee Septic for land clearing and grading. You'll get the same excellent service that you do for septic tank service. I mean, the crew is already there, so put them to work. Call Cherokee Septic, 828-644-9385. Licensed all over the tri-state area. That's CherokeeSepticInc.com and 828-644-9385.
Boundary Waters Resort and Marina on Lake Chatuge is the #1 JC Tri-Tune dealer in the country, specializing in luxury performance Tri-Tunes with reliable Suzuki outboard power. As the exclusive dealer for JC Tri-Tune in the Lake Chatuge area, our professional sales and service team will get you out on the water in style. For the best selection and pricing on new and used JC Tri-Tunes in the North Georgia mountains, visit Boundary Waters Resort and Marina at bwboating.com or call 706-896-2530.
Hello, this is Brett Cohey, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. I know that there has been volatility in the market and you might be wondering what rising rates means for you. Call me today at 706-632-2767. That's 706-632-2767. And let's schedule some time to learn more about our current CD and bond rates. Let's help make sure your money is working as hard as you are. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Club 66 Veterans and Associates is a pretty unique place. They are a nonprofit organization with a veterans thrift store and a club, and they help out with all kinds of local charities like Toys for Tots. They're located at 2641 State Highway 66 in Young Harris. The club has a fun, friendly atmosphere with pool tables, darts, and of course cold beer. Club 66 believes in God, country, Second Amendment, and supporting our vets. To find out more about this great organization, give them a call at 706-379-3774.
Erlanger Orthopedics and Sports Medicine in Murphy is pleased to welcome Dr. Eric Clark to Western Carolina. Dr. Clark is now accepting new patients at 828-492-2146. That's 828-492-2146.
The Morning Dish.
Young Harris Water Sports says it may be Tuesday, but on the lake, every day's the weekend. Young Harris Water Sports is ranked #1 in customer service and boasts the #1 full marine service department in the mountain area. So make it the best Tuesday ever at Young Harris Water Sports.
All righty, folks, I got to straighten up just a minute here or two because my wife said she's watching me on YouTube. So anyway, hey, Emily, I love you. Normally she says I love you more, but anyway, so yeah, I got to straighten up here, act right, and fly.
That'll be
This
the
week
day.
at Bible study, we discussed the.
Hey, y'all, no kidding. She's got a Bible thing tonight for a women's Bible study. I'm not
joking.
kidding. I'm not joking about this
Yeah,
at
you
all.
mentioned that before.
And it's at Friendship Baptist Church, and it's at 6 o'clock, and it is so much fun. There's so many people coming, and I'm actually running a bus. I haul some of the ladies around with the bus, and I have more fun than they do, I think. But anyway, I don't know if I'm
I'm sure that's true.
Y'all welcome to come for the ladies, but they got places they keep the kids and all that kind of stuff. But it's unreal how good this is going. I mean, there's 40 and 50 and 60 women there they have it every 2 weeks on a Thursday night. And they're having so much fun. They feed them. They got food and the whole 9 yards. But if anybody's interested, just show up. 9 to 6. My wife's going to kill me for saying that. But anyway, yeah, it's going good. So it's a women's Bible study. Be tonight at 6 o'clock at
Free food?
Free food.
but only for women.
Hey, it's Baptist, man. We
It's
have,
Baptist,
You got the outfit.
absolutely.
Hey,
but they
Mike.
don't have to be bad. We got all kinds of they got all kinds of people there, you know.
Packy, just call Harry and
I'm
see
gonna
if you can
borrow
borrow
the
some
wig.
shoes.
Yeah,
like-
borrow the wig.
You can come, Packy. You'll fit right in.
Thank
Yep.
you, man.
I reckon Betty White, you know, she pulled the pin on us. She's like 200 years old. She finally died. And but I reckon they auctioned all her stuff off, they said. That's a heck of a bummer. Bought $4 million during a 3-day auction event. They just sold all her stuff. I just think it's terrible. I'm trying to figure out how I can take mine with me. You reckon-
What do you expect them to do with it?
if they auction it off, they won't get but about $300, what I'm thinking.
Well, I mean, what do you expect them to do with someone's things that after they've passed away?
Like a
I mean,
museum.
shrine,
A museum. Don't they do that with presidents? Don't they have like a presidential museum? They have
Library.
like a Stephen Phillips. No, I don't
Oh,
library.
hey, Sherry, now that brings up a real thought. The Stephen Phillips Museum.
Or library. I think
Not
it's
library.
The library.
Library,
Oh, yeah.
library is off because when I was a kid,
Library.
when I got in trouble, that's where they sent me. They said, "You go to the library." They wouldn't send me to the principal's office. I'd have to go to the library. And the library, you know, she's always
And
the
that's
meanest
why this
teacher
is
there.
so fitting.
And you know what? I heard Stephen is thinking of putting in his will that Packy is going to be designated as the curator and librarian of the Stephen Phillips.
There you go. Packy.
Hey,
He
you
be
could
selling all my stuff on eBay. Oh, what happened to this? Oh, I don't
You
know.
could do a
dog.
combination: junk car museum and library. That's a nice, got a nice ring to it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Yep. Packy B's taking all the stuff. Be a little spot there where they were dust and like a little square off, cleared area. Wasn't they something here, Packy? No, I don't think there was nothing there. Oh, no.
There'll
No.
be a few cars up on, cinder blocks and stuff.
Right.
I mean, it'll be accurate.
The video portion of the library will only have a few Burt Reynolds movies, and that's it.
That's all right with that. But yeah.
Is there any? Well, maybe a John Wayne movie or two.
There you go. I don't know. They sell all. I guess you can sell all her stuff off, but I just think it's kind of sad. You
You
know.
say they, who sold her stuff?
I'd say her
family.
family. You know how families are. That's like, we do a wheel, and so we sitting down, I was thinking about all my cars, and who's going to get what car and that kind of stuff, and my kids got in a fight over that.
None of them wanted any of them, right?
I want that junk. I don't want that car. No, I don't want that.
I can remember.
You take it.
Did your kids ever say when they were little anything like my daughters? There's certain rings that I have that are antiques, and one of them I remember them saying several times. Now, when you die, that's mine. And I always thought, how
That's pretty ghoulish.
I mean, there's actually a fight over two of the rings that I have that were my great grandmother's. That when I die, who's getting which ring?
I can just hear it now. Well, Sherry, would you just go ahead and kick the bucket so I can get that?
I'm just
please?
figuring if I'm unconscious, they'll cut it off my fingers or something. I don't know.
So what'd you leave me in your will?
Out. Left you out, Pack.
That's what I figured.
Yes, left
I'm
you out.
shocked.
You get all the royalties from these shows that you've
Yeah,
done.
you get the 8 cents off your TikTok account. Boy, you
8
gonna
cents of it?
Yeah. How much have you made on TikTok?
7 cents.
7 cents.
That's in a how
I
long?
hope you
How long did it take?
50-50, baby.
Oh, somebody's
50-50.
commenting over there. What'd they say over there? I can't even read that. Anything good?
Emily says, yes, all ladies welcome. Tuesday night at 6, Friendship Baptist Church Fellowship Hall in Hiawassee. Dinner is served. Eve, Lynn's Brunswick stew.
Evelyn's. Evelyn.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Evelyn's. Sorry.
Moron.
And salad tonight.
So that'd be good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Yep. No doubt.
Packy, you won't have to cook dinner.
There you go.
Yeah.
Can I borrow the wig, Mike?
I reckon the president
You
brought.
could borrow the leg.
There you go. Take a leg. The president brought up I reckon he was hosting some kind of thing with the World Series champion Atlanta Braves and all that kind of stuff. And they brought up the fact that the Braves are still named the Braves, and they're complaining about the tomahawk chop.
You mean
chop.
President Brandon was complaining
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah, they were all. There's like all these other places, all these other people have changed their names. I just think that's terrible. I mean, I'm not an Indian by all means, but I mean, if they called it the Rednecks instead of the Braves, I'd be proud of that. I'd be like, yeah, they're named after me. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these people that are doing away with their names, some of the people in the ancestors are like, why would y'all do that? Why would you do that? I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it at all. The Atlanta Braves, everybody loves the Braves.
Virtue
And
signaling.
our governor didn't think anything wrong with it either. He said,
No.
go Braves, chop, chop.
Go Braves.
When they
He said-
changed them from the Crackers to the Braves, that's what upset me because I'm a cracker. You know what I'm saying? They could always go back to the crackers because that's what they used to be. You know.
That is what they. Did you ever attend a game when a tiny
I did not,
person?
but I had a great uncle that actually played for the Crackers.
Really?
Yep, played for the Crackers, and him and Zell Miller was big buddies, and he was a Scud Hunt, and man, he was the fastest pitcher you ever seen in your life, but. And he just played a short time, but he went into the Air Force or one of them like that. Lied about his age, told me he's like 18 when he was like 15 and went into the military or that kind of stuff. But I don't know how it worked out. He was a lot younger than he's supposed to have been. But yeah, I'm pretty familiar with the Crackers.
Back in the day, that ballpark was right across the street from the old Sears building on Ponce de Leon Avenue down in Atlanta.
Right.
And for many years, there was still a magnolia tree that was growing that had been out just past center field, even though the ballpark was gone.
Yeah.
Long gone.
I don't know, man. I don't see no problem with it, but they could go back to the Crackers. I wonder what everybody say if they went back to the Crackers. They would be.
I think there might be some black players that would have something to say about that.
Yeah, and I wouldn't blame them really for that one.
I know. Wow. I think some things.
Well, isn't it? It's the cracking of the bat.
No, it's the cracking of the whip is what that meant.
Well, no, I mean in baseball though.
I thought that was
the
a Florida
cracking of
thing.
the bat.
I thought it was about saltines.
I thought that was a Florida
A cracker references slavery. So.
Really? I did not know that. I had no idea.
Well, in Florida, it references cattlemen.
Does it
the
really?
days when they'd round up the wild cattle. So a Florida cracker is a cattleman.
Did not know that. I guess you each his own, whatever you want to make out of it.
I reckon.
It don't matter to me. I don't even care.
Well, I don't necessarily agree with all this political correctness. In fact, I don't. But I can understand the difference between naming a team, the Washington Redskins, versus having the Atlanta Braves. Brave, that brings up a connotation.
A warrior.
A warrior, the toughest,
positive,
the toughest guys.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Right.
yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't see the deal in it.
It's like they're brave.
Yeah.
You know?
What's the deal
Gee, Pack.
Well, I don't know. I love the. I'm pretty much even with everybody. I love the Indians more because they got them casinos. But I reckon that's Edward Snowden.
He's now a Ruski.
He is Vladimir. How do you say that?
Vladimir
Putin. I love his last name.
He's Putin, huh?
Grants full Russian citizenship.
Of course
to
he does.
I think that I just as soon go to prison. I think is have to live in Russia over there, and it's like, ain't it like 20 below zero all the time?
Yeah, but if he had stayed here, he'd be living in a prison for
I'd
real.
rather be in a prison. I think
no,
he'd eat better.
he'd be in a supermax, or he'd probably be dead by now.
Well, I don't think he's gonna make it long over there. I'm just
Well,
thinking.
he's been
made
there,
it-
so what?
He's probably a celebrity. He's probably
He's going to be okay over there.
How long's he been over there? Like 7 or 8 years?
8 or 10 years.
Yeah, he's been over there a while. Well, he's a hero for them.
Some people over here think he's a hero for letting people know that we're all being spied on by our government.
I thought the whole situation was really interesting, and it was scary.
Yes.
The information he leaked, and understandably the government was mad about that.
Yes.
Because they do not want us to know how much they're watching us.
Hey,
TikTok, man, it's TikTok. You guys out there on TikTok, that's where it's all coming in.
Keep that over there on you.
Yeah, they TikToking me right now.
Wait a second, is that TikTok stuff? Isn't that the Chi-Coms?
I don't know, man, but they spying on me right now, and I guarantee it. They're looking.
They're going to. Hey, all you Chinese guys, you're going to get some top secret military information from Stephen Phillips.
Yeah, they're going to be looking at this. They're like, "There's no way I'm going to Georgia. That ain't happening."
Only the devil went down to Georgia.
I know it. He didn't win, but anyway, we got to take another break, and hopefully we got Mike's quote of the day, and we have got Packy's joke of the day, and we've got today we got Jim Richter's lawyer joke of the day.
And are we giving away tickets or anything, Pack?
Yeah, let's give something away.
We got wrestling tickets to give away.
It's
wrestling. It ain't wrestling.
It's wrestling.
Wrestling. RASSLIN.